friends, welcome back to my channel and to Spellbinders Large Die of the Month. This is absolutely adorable. A handbag with all kinds of fun little details that can be added to it, including charms. I have started off by die cutting some black cardstock. I have also embossed it using the 3D embossing folder of the month. So that adds a really nice texture to this handbag. You can position the handbag in different ways onto your card front. I'm going to be using this chiffon panel and positioning it on the right hand lower corner of the panel. Before we get started, there's lots of little bits and pieces that I'm going to put together first. There is a tie. I'm actually not going to assemble this right away because I'm not sure if I'm going to position it upwards or downwards or diagonally. So I'm just going to set that aside. We have these cute little cherries, little chiffon colored cheeks. So I'll just add a little dot of adhesive. Is all that is needed to hold these little oval cheeks in place. This one has an open mouth, so I'm going to actually just place a little bit of the chiffon cardstock on the back of it. There we go. These are the stems. So again, I'm not going to actually attach the stem to the cherries because I may want to adjust the overall length of them, but I will get my stems adhered together. Going to be topped up by this pretty bow. This is so cute. It's actually the bonus item if you subscribe to the Deluxe Caboodle Club, and you get this 4-piece die set to create a flying pig. So I have die cut the pig out of, again, the chiffon cardstock. Just going to line up his nose. An etched line like so, and then there are some additional little die cuts to add detail to the ears. And I'm just going tone on tone with these die cuts. Originally, I thought this little oval die cut was a detail for the nose. It isn't. It's actually to go behind the eye. Rather, just going to use a little tiny piece of black cardstock. There we go. And I have die cut the wing from pink glitter cardstock. It's so cute. There we go. There's our flying pig. And this is the clasp for the handbag. And I'm using matte gold cardstock for everything, as I'm sure you've noticed. And we're going to put a little lock on there. Just pop that right in the center of the depression of that oval. I'll finish this off with this oval die cut. I'm going to put black cardstock. Let's get this about the right behind the lock. I should have done this before, but I didn't. I can just slide it in. There, and there's our clasp done. This is going to be the strap for the handbag. I'm going to put this piece on, and I'm not going to put this on until I start assembling everything. Okay, so now it's time to start the assembly. I'll begin with my chiffon panel and adhere it to an A2 size card base. I'm going to pop this up with some black foam tape. Because this is half of the handbag, I'm going to position the clasp so that it is sitting over on the right hand side. The little latching mechanism with a lock will adhere the handle to the hardware. Just going to lay it down, and while the adhesive is still wet, I can move the handle into position. And you can see I have one of the charm hangers. Doesn't need to be on there, but I've got it looped on there. And I am going to attach this with a tiny foam square, and I'll be adding in the tie on the chain, and it'll be further stabilized at that point. Next thing we'll do is put the scarf. That's kind of a thing actually that I haven't really seen people do for years, is to tie a scarf around the handle of the handbag. I want to get this angled. There we go. And I have die cut this from Hello It's Me 6x6 paper pack. And I am going to use foam squares to attach this. Also stabilize then the chain handle. There. Scarf is kind of sweeping up over the bag. I will maybe just pop another foam square underneath there just to stabilize that. So now for the charms. These are so super cute. The first one that I'm going to put on is the cherries because it is the larger of the three that are going on. And before I commit to anything, I'm first going to lay all the pieces out to make sure they're going to fit on the handbag. Okay, so I'm going to use this to attach a little clasp. And the gold stem. So this does have a little die cut, and I'm going to slip the cherry up the stem. I will attach it with a larger foam square. The cherry in, and I'm just going to trim this stem down just a little bit. And then we'll finish this off with this cute bow. This die set comes with a number of charms, including a little change bag, a teddy bear, a die, but I'm not using them for this card. So I want to choose the pig. The black charm holder was not standing out against the handbag, so I've switched it out for a chain instead. And I'll first get the pig adhered with a couple of foam squares. I'll first attach one end of the chain and use reverse tweezers to hold it in place until the glue is set, and then I can trim the chain down and adhere it to the charm holder. The top of the chain is finished off with a little circle die cut. Now, I don't think I have room for another charm, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I have some sentiments that were included in the Better Press of the Month set. And I think I'm going to use this one that says Charmed to Know You there. There are 5 sentiments that are included in the set. They are all on one plate, so they get pressed all at the same time. And there is a coordinating die that cuts them all out at the same time as well. And I use that die to cut black sheet foam so I can stack the sentiment and give it some dimension. Just tuck it slightly underneath the tail of the scarf, and then I'm going to finish it off with using the smallest ones to place at the little intersecting points of the embossed design. Finish off the sequins with some Nouveau Crystal Drops Morning Dew. Gives them a iridescent crystal appearance that I really like. Just lift this out of the way so I can get underneath here, and I'll leave it in that position until the Nouveau Drops dries, and the drying time is quite long. I like to leave it overnight. And I've spotted a bubble that I'm popping. And there we go, friends. This is Spellbinders Large Die of the Month Charmed Life, an absolutely adorable die set. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I appreciate your visit.